Can I just say what really, really irks me? So it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm home, and I was driving home with my friend on the New Jersey Turnpike. We went out, and I gotta tell you something. It's really amazing to me, and I'm not trying to speak bad about the police, but I'm sorry, but in many ways, the police are useless, and let me explain why. So we're driving on the New Jersey Turnpike, and I see a drunk driver in front of me with Pennsylvania plates. So what happens is, with me naturally, I take things like drunk driving very seriously. Never in my life, never have I ever drank and drove. I don't do it. I take an Uber and I'll pay whatever it takes to get home safe. So, naturally when I see something like that, I call the police and I report them. So I'm driving on the turnpike going north and make the phone. I'm with my friend. I'm like, I'm calling. I make the phone call. I explain the vehicle. First of all, it took about 6 rings to get transferred to the police, the New Jersey State Police, that is. Second of all, once I got there, I answered questions, and I explained mile marker 72, underscore or whatever that line is, and then it was 2, so 72 underline 2, and gave them my name, my phone number, and this guy was swerving and stopping. Now, I didn't get close enough to go look at the plate, but I knew it was a Pennsylvania plate. I knew it was a Toyota Camry, and I knew that it's going to be obvious to spot this car. Explained where I was, right? Sure enough, here's where it gets interesting. I let it go. Thinking, all right, maybe the guy's going to get caught. It'll be a good lesson for him. He deserves it, putting people's lives in danger as well as his own. I drop off my friend at his house. I have to make a stop at Wawa. I come home. So let's call it 25, let's call it a half hour. A half hour later, I'm driving home on Route 1. I'm almost home. And guess which car I see driving really, really slow? That same car that I reported because I remembered the plates and the car. And he was driving super slow. So you know what that tells me is? That tells me the New Jersey State Police did not do their goddamn job. I called it in, did what was supposed to be done, and not one of these bastards even went remotely close to stop this person. Which I understand that I went off exit 8A. So he went off exit 9 and then he went on there. So he was somewhere around that area for about 25 minutes. So that just tells me how useless the police can be sometimes. It's funny too because they'll pull you over when you don't need them. They'll show up when you don't need them. But yet at the same time, when you do need them, they don't do jack shit. It's really scary. And I'm not trying to be negative about it because the reality of it is I support the police. Listen, we need them for our safety. But where the hell are they when we actually need them? This is ridiculous. Like, this person could have killed somebody. Like I said, I did my thing, and this really pissed me off when a half hour later I find this car driving super slow, half a mile from where I live. Crazy. So that's my story about that. So let's get some resources out there, and let's get these cops actually doing their goddamn jobs instead of just breaking people's chops for no reason. That's what I have to say for the night.